how humanity has moved past all of the dumb shit.
Never mind the mess.
Like drink or complain about.
Y'all see the mess? Y'all don't see the mess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this new one sucks because of.
Yeah, don't. If you see that mess behind me, don't. If you see something, you don't say something. You know what I mean? Like you know, don't. Don't act like you see that. It's hilarious. That is effing hilarious. Morning, y'all. Boy, oh boy. So, am I the only one that wants to say our president is a bag of booty cheeks? Am I the only one that wants to say our president is a bag of booty cheeks? Because guess what? Good morning, Michelle. Michelle, is this your first time here? I got a big fat cold, but I still wanted to show up. Thank you, Magpie. I greatly appreciate that. Am I the only one that believes our president is a bag of ass? Oh, okay. Well, good morning, Michelle. Missed you. Good morning, Just Dave. Mary's in the building. Morning, Mary. Yeah, our president is ass. Our president is unfiltered ass. You know what I mean? This son bitch. All right. Morning, Lucky Man. All right, listen. There's really no way to start this show off, especially after that bullshit in Davos, other than to say this. We're not the good guys. Magpie, because he will not lay down and stay down. Mary said he's a perpetual child and needs a bottle to be put to bed. Hey, Mary, the only bed I want to see him in is under a bed of roses. That, like, you know what I mean? Like, that much shit should at least fertilize something. You know what I mean? Like, we're not the good guys. We're not. If you had any doubt in your mind whether or not we were the good guys, yesterday should have put that shit to bed. We are not we're not the good guys. We're just not, kids. I know that hurts. I know that hurts. I know that hurts. But we are not the goddamn good guys. Glass ceilings and she get a dirt when you feel me, Magpie? You feel me? Do you feel me? Morning, Harley. We're not the good guys. If you ask any black person, any forward-thinking, honest-to-God, honest black person, we never were the damn good guys. We never were. We were never the good guys. If you ask some of our indigenous brothers and sisters, they'll tell you we were never the good guys. Morning, Bunny. If you ask members of the LGBTQIA+, we were never the good guys. Ask some of our Jewish brothers and sisters or our Muslim brothers and sisters. We was never the good guys. Asian and Pacific Islander brothers and sisters. We was never the good guys. We never were. We never were. But I think we lied enough to ourselves to make ourselves believe that we were the good guys. Morning, Corey. We lied a lot. Like one of my favorite songs from the Motels. Morning, Annabelle. One of my favorite songs from the Hotels is Only the Lonely. I love that song. I heard it when I was a kid. I ain't going to try to sing because I know how much I hate my singing. But anyway, there's a line in there that says we lied about each other's drinks. We lied to ourselves a lot. And we didn't notice. Morning, Nana. Love you. We didn't notice when we went overseas or down to Mexico or up to Canada, how the people would look at us. They were like, oh, shit, it's American in here. Ugh. You know, we didn't notice that. We didn't pay any attention to it. you see a bunch of Americans walking into, like, I don't know, a Korean bar, and the first thing you can feel the atmosphere go like this. It was all the time. Morning, Alex. We were never the good guys. But I think our lying to ourselves has now affected our standing on the face of the earth. And that's scary, kids. That's scary. Merv, we got a Merv sighting. We got a Merv check. We got a Merv check. That's the scary part, kids. That part. Because it's not safe for us outside of this bitch. It's not. It's not safe. We cannot go in different places and try to pull that Americana Superman bullshit. They will beat our ass. We're not the good guys. Now, people are waking up to that realization, and you know the messed up part about it is some people are genuinely hurt. Some people are genuinely hurt by the fact that we're not the good guys. They're hurt by it. It bothers them. It is a constant that they weren't ready for. And most of those people that believe that, or most of those people who are coming out of that fog. Yes, Jamila, I did see him. Before I go any further and before I even open up the show, let me go ahead and give you guys a Michael Pruitt check. Okay. I spoke to Michael yesterday in the hospital. Morning, Dave, the Lowlander Villains Guild in the building. So Michael is on the road to recovery. He has broken his left collarbone, and they're working on getting that healed up. They had surgery on his hand, I think he said, on his hand, and he's now starting the process of learning how to, move his fingers and stuff like that. He broke 23, was it 23 ribs, Bunny? Or did he get 23 breaks in his ribs? Morning, Morris. Top City Boss is in the building. Good morning. Yeah. So he's on the road to recovery. It is going to take about 6 to 8 weeks and to heal up, and then he can start the physical therapy part of it. 23 ribs fractured or broken. Yep. So he wanted me to make sure to let you know, first off, he loves all of the love that you guys have sent him. He wanted to let everybody know that he is grateful for all the love. The reason he asked me to reach out to y'all is because he's being so overwhelmed with people asking how is he doing, where's he at, and stuff like that. He wanted me to go ahead and talk to you guys about it. Right now, he said that the best thing, like, for us is like basically to, keep him in our thoughts and in his prayers. I understand. Shout out to Dave the Lowlander for talking to Michael's daughter Becca and trying to calm her down and stuff like that. And we are his family. Grocery cards and store gift cards will be a good help to his family while he heals. Yes, if you guys can get gift cards or grocery cards, like let's say you got the how you do the reloadable gift cards and stuff like that. His wife and his family would greatly appreciate that. I'm in Chicago and I just crashed out when I got here. Gambit, what the hell are you doing, bro? Gambit, you supposed to go to Chicago to give us some correspondence. You ain't supposed to be crashing, sir. What the hell? Don't do that. Restaurant gift cards, stuff like that. I do believe Bunny has like his actual address he was in a lot of pain yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to get it from him. Plus, I ended up having to go to the vet center yesterday. So, gift cards to restaurants for groceries and stuff like that. He would greatly appreciate that. It would take him years to recover from this, which is why I did talk to him about when he hit me. Yeah, if you guys would, if you want to help donate to Michael Pruitt in the form of gift cards and stuff, please get with Bunny Billionaire. She has all the information that you will need, addresses, stuff like that. And just keep sending him love. Keep sending him love. He said he was overwhelmed, but he loved every moment of it. And that is all Coffee Bean love. And this is why I love you guys. This is why I say the Coffee Beans are the best ever. I will hear no argument about that. You guys look out for family like y'all would like you would not believe. This is one of the beauties of doing this show every morning for you guys, because y'all will look out for each other. Hell, I won't even know half the time that y'all are looking out for each other. Somebody say, "Yo, did you know so and so called such and such when that thing was happening?" No, I didn't. I love that shit. Wolfie's in the building. Thomas Bishop, I'm sending Michael thoughts and love. I wish I could help at this moment. Cannot, as we are no longer getting help. It ended, and we are back in the car again. Got to be more careful. Damn it, man. Damn. Annabelle, let me see. Bunny, does him or his daughter Becca have Cash App or PayPal or anything? Because Annabelle wants to donate, but that way. And now, damn it, Wolfie. Wolfie, what is going on, man? Why are they over there tripping? Thank you, Topsy. I appreciate that. Good morning, Star. Also, please do not lecture him about any part of the accident, let alone riding a motorcycle. No, that's not what we do here. That is not what we do here. I don't care how you feel about Michael Pruitt being on that bike. I don't. I don't care if you think it's great. I don't care if you think it's reckless. I don't care. I don't. Because one of ours is in trouble. A coffee bean's in trouble. And we look out for a coffee bean. We are not the judgmental type. Nobody will judge you in this space. I won't judge you. And I will not allow anybody to judge any of you. Any of you. If somebody has a problem with a member of the coffee bean family, they got to take it up with the OCB. I will not judge you, and I will not allow anybody else to judge you. So I'll be damned if you're going to judge yourself. Okay? Do not do that. Do not. I talked to him, and my whole thing was, hey, this is me being in my belief system shit. You will be on that bike again. Not as in a bad thing, but because I want to see my friend, my brother, be able to do the things that make him happy. I want to make sure him and his wife are taken care of. I want to make sure him and his kids are taken care of. I mean, for fuck's sake, excuse my French, Angry. I know you're going to be mad about that. He's a grandfather again. Beautiful little grandson. Beautiful. Beautiful. I want to see Michael Pruitt grow old with that kid. So around here, we don't judge. We don't. We hear a coffee bean is in trouble. We go and help. That's one of the reasons Chaos is so protective of this space, is because of that. And when I tell y'all Chaos is protective of the Sound of Coffee family, I'm not. I wish I could tell y'all some of the shit that Chaos has actually done to protect y'all. I genuinely do. I wish I could. Harley, you know damn well you don't get on anybody's nerves. You know that. You know that. There's no way. I told y'all, I accept the shit out of y'all. I do. I do. All of your quirks and all of your quirks, damn it. I can't say that E word. Like, leave me alone, man. Yeah, the streets are dangerous. I almost got run over multiple times. Most cars do not stop, even though they are zebra stripes. It pisses me off so much. You're right. The only thing that matters is one of ours is hurt. The only thing that matters is one of ours is hurt. whether it's Wolfie in Australia with the situation with his house, Michael Pruitt in the hospital, whether it's Goddess Maid when she was going to court and stuff like that. We don't judge here. We don't. In the coffee bean space, we don't judge. We love on each other. Jamila, thank you, but that ship has sailed. I can't say that word, but can't talk today, Thomas. I keep telling you, leave that baby girl alone. Damn it, Harley, come on now. God damn it. ICE is in Topeka, Kansas. I'm going to tell you, I have a very beautiful, dear friend of mine who lives in Topeka. She is a Spanish. She's a Mexican woman. She'll tell you in a heartbeat. She's the Aztec princess. That's her. Well, she's the Aztec queen. Beautiful family. She's a grandmother. She just had a heart attack and double bypass surgery. If I find out ICE is harassing that woman, I promise you, hell is coming to Topeka, Kansas, and I'm not bullshit. I'm not playing. I mean, Thomas accepts the fact that I yap about my characters, even expresses myself through them, through writing and stuff like that. I will never forget that. Harley, you got nothing to worry about. Which brings me back to what I was talking about this morning. And this is how I will begin the show. Wrestle Chicks in the building. Hey, how you doing? Hey. We're not the good guys, kids. We're not. Sadly. Like I said, if you are a member of a marginalized group, this shit is not shocking to you. This is not shocking to you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. This is not new. But I think there's a lot of people who believe in American exceptionalism and are now waking up to the idea that maybe we're not exceptional. We're not. Let me start the show and I'll tell y'all what I'm talking about. Y'all know how this works. Dun, 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 dun. Godzilla -1. Inhale. Get your tissues, kids. This might be one of them type of shows. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to a Truthful Thursday episode of The Sound of Coffee. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild, a proud member of the Outcast Nation. For the your mama joke this morning, nothing graphic. Just understand that your mom likes holding hands. Your dad doesn't hold her hands. Ask me how I know that your mom likes holding her hand. I like holding her hands hold. So I'm saying. Throwing it out there. I'm going to get right into it. Yesterday at the Davos summit, or whatever the hell you want to call it, in Switzerland, the sitting president of the United States embarrassed us. This is not the first time he has been on an international stage and embarrassed us. In fact, this is one of a long Annabelle with the $5 super chat. Kansas is a stand your ground state. Don't open the door. Once the door is broke down, she has the right to defend her property. I'm going to let her know that too. I'm going to let her know that. This is not the first time he has internationally put us in a precarious, awkward position. He did it in his first term when he stood in front of human beings that could see and hear him. And when asked about election interference, said, and I quote, Putin was very strong and powerful. I don't know why it would be. And then tries to backtrack and moonwalk and try to like Jedi mind trick the shit out of us. I said wouldn't be. No, bitch, you said would. I said wouldn't be. Bitch, you said would. Just stupid ass up. Thomas and the Coffee Beans. I'm working on a new comic based on the Diablo Brothers collection company. I came up with for evil people. Hey, Harley, yes, yes. This is the problem that I am having with Donald Trump. It's not him. It's not him. Okay, Donald Trump's always been like this. He's always been like at no point in his 10-year desecration of the presidency has Donald Trump ever been anything other than Donald goddamn Trump. Okay. I mean, for F's sake, the man literally mixed up Iceland and Greenland. So for him to be who he is not shocking. The cult that is wrapped around him absolutely 100% is. It is the most shocking thing a lot of us will ever see in our lifetimes. It is the most shocking thing a lot of us will ever see in our lifetimes. These are our friends, our family, our neighbors, our co-workers, our lovers, our exes, our baby mamas, our baby daddies. This is wild. How many people have just completely given in to whatever the hell MAGA is, right? Chantel said Greenland has ice. About Iceland is very nice. Learned that from the movie The Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks. That is the part that is scary. A lot of y'all, and I already know, so y'all ain't even got to answer, but if you want to, just put a 1 in the air. How many of y'all discovered that people close to you, very, very, very close to you, have become rabid cultists? Like I said, I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to embarrass you. But if you want to open that, just put a 1, just a 1, just 1. How many of y'all discovered over the past 10 years that a lot of people that you thought were good people, a lot of the people that you thought were smart and kind and considerate and compassionate, they tell you they're Christians. They tell you, hey, I love everybody. I don't see color, this, that, and the third. And they turn really quickly. I'll be honest. I got one. There is a member of my family who I love. Do not get me wrong. I still love him. But as far as sitting down and having a conversation about politics, nah. No. If that idea even comes out of his head, I'm going to grab it out of his head and jump and throw it. I am.
Jack, I can't feel my legs. You ain't going to need them. Bums away.
Thomas said, my sister Linda and I talk about this shit all the time. So there is a really, really, really good movie on Netflix called The Rip with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. It is a phenomenal film. The twists and turns in that film is wild, right? But there's a scene where Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are talking to a woman, and she notices a tattoo on Matt Damon's hands. It's like AWTGG. Are we the good guys? And on his other hand, it has the acronym for we are and always will be. If you have woken up over the past 10 years and asked yourself, are we the good guys? We're not. I'm just telling you right now, we're not. I'm showing Coco because Top City Boss said we're going to have a problem if I don't. You know, I never use her bell. I always go. I always use that. Like I don't use the bell. Maybe I should start doing that, grabbing the bell and go, Cocoa time. Is it Cocoa time? Cocoa time. Dun, 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 dun. Cocoa time. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, maybe I should do that. Top City, like, hey man, hey look, you talk nice and I really like listening to you and I enjoy this show, but if you don't show that goddamn goat, there's gonna be some problems. Like, hey, homie, sip on that goat. Listen, as calm of a demeanor as Chaos has, don't let him fool you. Chaos loves that damn goat. I think Chaos started loving this show more when he saw the goat. Oh, Coco is being protected by Machine Gun Duck. Machine Gun Duck. Y'all notice where he is, right? Machine Gun Duck is in front of Coco with a damn Gatling gun. Like, I'm just serious. Don't play. Don't play. Because if that duck shoots your ass because you're over there messing with Coco, you can't sue me. I had nothing to do with it. Shut your go talk about Coco or no go. We are not in a position to ever tell the world what it should and shouldn't do. We're not. And do you know what else has happened under the Trump experiment? All that shit that they tried to hide in history books. All the shit everybody kept talking about CRT and it makes me feel bad for being white, right? All of that has come to the forefront. What's the saying? The past is prologue. The past is prologue. So, with that being in mind, we now realize maybe we should have strange fruited the Confederacy. Maybe instead of giving them bitches statues, we should have done with them what Germany did with the Nazis. Oh, is that a Confederate flag? Hey, you want to do 25 to life, bitch? Bring that ass here, boy. Thomas, ICE is staging at the I-70 and 435 in Bonner Springs, blocking alternative routes to get past them, ongoing north from Topeka. They're at I-35 in Olathe doing ID checks. In Olathe? Yo. Star, I guarantee you they're going to liberal Kansas. They are going to liberal Kansas. Let me tell y'all about liberal Kansas. Liberal Kansas has one of the largest chicken processing plants in the state, right? But the city of liberal Kansas, it's kind of a little bit run down, a whole lot of trailers. Lot of trailers. And why? Because most of the people that work at this plant are immigrants. They're about to close that whole plant down. Thomas, Kansas City is my home and yours, so I just want you to know, want you to be able to let your people know. I'm gonna have to. I'm literally gonna have to send a message to my friend because this is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. Our elected leaders want us to give ICE more money. The Democrats are thinking in the terms of, well, if we don't give them more money, we'll shut down the government. Some things are worth shutting down for. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the absolute problem with what MAGA has become. It is literally exactly what MAGA has morphed into, because now we are literally weighing our principals with SNAP benefits, our principals with TANF, our principals versus food stamps. Good countries don't do that. I know I might be talking to the choir, but I also know y'all say this y'all damn selves. Good countries do not shut down sources of food. It does not happen. Good countries don't do that. Making people choose between having their government assistance or giving ICE more money to continue to do the shit that they did in Minneapolis? No good country does that. Somebody stop me when I tell a lie. No good country does that. The citizenry are sitting here begging, please, listen, I'm disabled. I deal with a disabled daughter or a disabled son. I have PTSD and I'm on disability. Please keep the government open. Please keep the government open. And they go, well, you can have the government open, but ICE gets an additional $18 billion. Or you can make sure ICE doesn't get that $18 billion, but we got to shut the government down. This is not how a functioning country should operate. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit, man. I don't care. Top City said, I quit paying federal tax in November because you are not going to send my tax money elsewhere. Top City, I feel the same way. I do. I feel the exact same way. No good country does that. No good. Donald Trump allowed a tech billionaire access to people's social security information. Do you know what story came out a couple of days ago? And if Taz is in the building, she can verify this. The Trump administration now admits that they may have actually given Elon Musk access to people's sensitive information like social security numbers, bank information, dates of birth, addresses, and stuff like that. And they may have abused it. They may have abused it. No good country does that. Chantel said it right best. Good countries don't shut down availability for passports to women. That's now happening. And it is. It is. Yes, Chaos. That's exact. Chaos, the way I said it is exactly how they reported it. The way I said it is exactly how they reported it. The Trump administration says it may, admits it may actually have given access to people's personal information. That's the way they reported it. Good countries don't do that. Good countries do not do that. Shaft's in the building. Good morning, folks. Preparing for some winter weather here in Texas. Situation has forced the courageous Ted Cruz to flee the state again. Yep. Ted Cruz was seen on a plane going somewhere warm. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Who's shocked by that? Who's shocked? Anybody shocked? Anybody shocked? Anybody shocked? Texas get hit with a storm. Ted Cruz all of a sudden discovers his Cuban roots and he has to go somewhere hot. So guess what? He's on a plane flying someplace where he ain't got to worry about snow. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Chaos is like, oh no, I would never have seen that coming. It's true. Chantel says, breaking news, water is extra wet. Murph! Ted Cruz ain't shit. Ted Cruz retreated like his ass was on fire. Ted Cruz leaves 6 more weeks of winter. God damn. Magpie's like, breaking news, Charlie Kirk still dead. Okay, ready for the Kobe's because it ain't cold. Ted Cruz left like, oh no. No, he didn't.
Just bring the goddamn bread.
Just bring the bread.
Bring us the bread.
Good countries do not do the shit that America's doing right now. Do y'all understand there are only 2 qualifications to be president of the United States? Be at least 35 years old and a citizen of the United States. That's way too damn broad of a goddamn opening like that. Chantel said, breaking news, Hulk Hogan is still in the upper room. Those Delta miles were burning a hole in his pocket. Boy, he couldn't wait to get them up out of there. Mo, he might actually blame his daughter again. Well, you know, she has a problem with snow. She's allergic to it. Are you talking about snow and ice, or are you talking about infama? You know, licky boom boom down. That's how I sounded trying to say that word that I can't say. It's eucalyptus tree. Chaos. I know damn well you ain't out of here trying to defend infama. Come on, man. Come on, brother. I went to therapy Tuesday. I went to vet center therapy yesterday. And in both those instances, I talked about something called the double consciousness. W.E.B. Du Bois talked about the double consciousness of Black folks, that we have to exist in two different ways. The existence outside of our homes, when we interact with different people, when we interact with white folks, and the history of race, the history and legacy of racism, and the internal person that we are actually, the person who is angry at the things that are going on. Americans have always had a double consciousness. It started with listen, hold on. Chantel said that Informer song is so funny. We used to rely on Punxsutawney Phil, but I believe Stephen Miller's lack of a shadow now means 6 more weeks of winter. Thomas, you know, Texas weather changes with Teen Wolf. With Teen Wolf, Teddy changes his travel plans. Hicking him up. He saw that damn snow and was like, let's go. We live with that double consciousness. We are the America we think we are and the America we actually are. Wakandan sentinels in the building, Villains Guild, baby. It started with the Constitution. It started with the Constitution. The first words on your document, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. You did that while owning some people. Do you know how asshole that is? Do you know how much of an asshole that shit is? Breaking news, my neighbor has 2 Saint swole meat lovers. Oh dear gods. That is wild. You own some people talking about all men are created equal. Like, how did everybody loves the founding fathers and the founding fathers? How great can these people be when they writing some shit and then they got Clarence, the slave, gonna get him some tea? Like Thomas Jefferson out there talking about, all men are created equal. Come here, Sally. Like what? Hey, whoa, home. Wait a minute. You're going to write all men are created equal while literally owning people?
Oh, brother. Whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
When people talk about slavery was so long ago, the 13th Amendment has a clause in it that says you can be a slave if you committed a crime. Shit ain't over. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's not over. In that same document they called the Indigenous Savages. See what I'm saying? Like, how do you reconcile with trying to tell me slavery is over? Get over it. You were never a slave. I got 3 cousins that went to prison. My son went to prison. And under the 13th Amendment, whether it was making license plates or it was making 64-bit computer chips, they were still under the slavery ideal because they committed a crime. How the hell can you tell me slavery isn't over when it's in the 13th Amendment? Come on, man. Come on. Exactly, Chantel. They were deists, not theists. Like, Angola prison is still a thing. Y'all understand that, right? Angola, one of the worst prisons in America. Angola. Even the name makes it sound. Listen, gentlemen, if you met a woman named Angola, I don't care how fine she is, are you going to bed with her? No. Hell no. Man, who that girl over there, dog? She fine as shit. Yeah, man. I've been looking at. She got a banging ass body, man. I'm gonna go over there and try to get her phone number. All right, I'm gonna go try to get her phone number. Hey, excuse me, pretty lady. I was just wondering, can I have that dance? No, I don't dance, but thank you. I appreciate that. Can I get you a drink? Yeah, I'm sitting here drinking this Cosmopolitan. You can give me another one if you want to. Then we can sit down and have a conversation. Okay, my name's Thomas. What's your name? Angola. Nope. Listen, if her name is Angola, I'm gone. Like, I don't. Angola over here is what I'm gonna do. It's Mangola. Mangola over here. Like, I'm going over there. I'm not playing with you. They're trying to reopen Alcatraz. Thomas, let your people know ICE is using Children's Mercy parking lot in Overland Park as a staging area. Bet. We are literally, we incarcerate more people in the United States than any place else on the face of the earth. That includes Saudi Arabia, Russia, and China. We do. We incarcerate more people per capita than any other nation on the face of the earth. That is a hell of a statement. So what I'm hearing is, if I had a daughter, I would name her Angola. Listen, Rach, name her. Rach, name your daughter Angola. Name your daughter Angola. And I guarantee you, whoever love her, gonna love her forever. Thomas just came to terms with the fact that I was taken advantage of as a child, and I don't know how to feel about it. Magpie, so was I. At 16, I was taken advantage of. I made a video yesterday about Nick Fuentes celebrating Jeffrey Epstein's birthday. A good nation doesn't do that. A good nation doesn't try to hide and find a way not to release files on one of the most prolific child abusers of all time in the history of this country. A good country throws all that shit out there. Then we dig the bitch up and then we toss his ass out to sea after pouring pork chops and bloody meat on him so that the sharks will eat his ass. That's what we do. Good nations don't have a military industrial complex. Good nations do not have a military that is more expensive than the other 26 nations underneath us combined. And a good nation does not hold their dick talking about start something because we got this big ass military. We don't do that. A good nation wouldn't. A good nation wouldn't. And the craziest part about this is I'm not saying anything y'all don't already know. I feel like Sean O'Hare. If y'all watch wrestling, y'all know who Sean O'Hare is, right? Remember those vignettes he was doing when he was getting ready to do his devil's advocate persona, and then it fizzled. But them goddamn vignettes was the shit. And he would end all of them with like, but hey, I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. Which is true. I'm speaking to the choir right now. Y'all know this. Nothing I'm saying is wrong. Nothing. Y'all, like literally, nothing I'm saying has not been something that has gone and crashed your head at least once or twice. But with Trump, it has now gotten into the end game. It has now gotten in the end game because we have no regulations on who should and shouldn't run for president, like Kanye West, for example, or the Tiger King running for president and shit. Because we don't sit down and say, this person has to have, oh, listen, angry. Look, I was using that shit all the damn time. But we don't. A good nation would have more qualifications to be the person, the commander-in-chief of an expensive military and the head of the executive branch than what America has right now. Over the age of 35 and a U.S. citizen. R. Kelly's over the age of 35 and a U.S. citizen. The hell are you talking about? Harvey Weinstein is well over the age of 35 and a U.S. citizen. Y'all want him as president? No. Diddy's over the age of 35 and a U.S. citizen. Y'all want him as president? No. Kevin Spacey is over the age of 35 and a U.S. citizen. Do you want him as president? No. Shit. Casey Anthony's ass is over the age of 35 and a U.S. citizen. Would you like to have her as president? No. There has to be more than just I'm over the age of 35. Oh, and by the way, I was born here, but I didn't got the good sense God gave a backwards ass goose. You cannot have that shit. You cannot have that shit. It's ridiculous. So we got this jackass sitting on the world stage saying all kinds of crazy shit. This man said NATO has treated America very badly. Bitch, we helped to found NATO. What are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Man, it's dumber than a ham sandwich.
He's gotta go.
You gotta go. Gotta go. Like, exact. Thank you, Chantel. And one qualification cannot be, and Sharon Stone is my cousin. If y'all don't get that joke, y'all ain't never seen the movie Head of State. Y'all need to. We have a nation that was built on immigrants telling immigrants they can't come here. Be safe, Mary. Love you. Have a great day at work. Kiss the husband, kiss the daughter for me, please. I'm trying here, kids. I'm trying. We have a president of the United States that says NATO has treated us unfairly when we are one of the charter members of NATO. We are. So if NATO is treating us unfairly, does that mean we're being unfair to ourselves? Is that? How does that work? It's like me going in my house, falling over my own shoes that I left at the front door and then say, my shoes have not been very kind to me. Bitch, it's your shoes. A nation of immigrants is telling other immigrants they can't come here. The whole goddamn nation is made out of immigrants. Unless you were a Native American, bitch, you weren't born here. I mean, you at some point your ancestors migrated here. The DNA that would eventually made you was swimming in somebody's nuts, and that's how your ass got here. He said we got nothing from them. We're the only ones that have invoked Article 5. We have. After 9/11. Morning, Thee Park, you beautiful woman, you. After 9/11, NATO, including the United States, declared call for Article 5. It's the only time in NATO's history that Article 5 has ever been called for. And it was called because somebody attacked us. But NATO hasn't treated us fair. NATO hasn't treated us fair. Sir, I am not an immigrant, nor did my people migrate here. Oh, chaos. I was getting ready to get to that one. A good country recognizes that some of the people that are here are the descendants of people who were brought here involuntarily. They accept that fact, and they try to learn from that mistake. Unfortunately, here in America, we like to sweep shit under the rug. Do y'all understand the genocide of the native and indigenous population and the enslavement of the Africans? If you sweep that shit under the rug, you got yourself a mountain. You just putting shit in. You trying to hide this shit underneath the blanket. Now you done made Mount Everest and shit. You got Mount Kilimanjaro over here because you trying to hide shit under the blanket. Like we just gonna pretend like that's there. And what's the new conversation? Let's bring up the Irish. Let's bring up the Irish were slaves too. You could put Irish people and German people along with them Negroes and the indigenous people. You're not making your case look better. All you're doing is adding more clients to the effery and jackassery that your stupid ass did. You are not making things better, sir. Well, the Jews went through the Holocaust and you don't see them complaining. Are we comparing war wounds? Is that what we're doing right now? That's how y'all muddied up this conversation. Y'all gonna you threw the Irish in and they dumbasses like, hey, whoa, hold on. How'd I get in the middle of this? Oh boy. Violates community guidelines. Yeah, whatever. America does this consuming substances. Oh, yeah, whatever. Y'all saw me smoke anyway. America has this problem. You see, it has short man complex. America has short man complex. Texas used to be Mexico. That one pissed the Texans off. It's true though. Look, here's an example of why I know we're not the good guys, why you already know they're not the good guys, but how we try to lie about it. We want to pretend like the things that were done to build this country were not as bloody and as violent as we all know them to be. And to give you an example, if 10 guys on one side want to fight 10 other guys on another side, but they use your backyard, you do expect to see some damage. You expect to see some damage, period. If 20 people are fighting in your goddamn backyard, they're going to smash up shit. They're going to break shit. They're going to break your windows. They're going to break the pool, the pool stick, not pool, but the pool net that you use to clean out your pool. They're gonna break windows. They're gonna break your damn little gnome collection and shit like that. They're gonna break your shit. Now, if at the end of it, one side of 10 men becomes victorious, they can't talk about how great the glory was without recognizing you tore up my goddamn backyard. Everything in my backyard is ripped up. There's my dog got hit in the middle of your stupid ass shit. I no longer have my garden gnome collection. It's all smashed up. You smashed up 9 out of the 10 windows in my backyard, that out of my house that face my backyard. But you want to talk about the glory of, yeah, we went in and the 10 of us, we beat down the enemy. We're superior. Bitch, look at the damage your ass did. America doesn't want to look at the damage. America never wants to look at the butcher bill. That's where they back in the day when wars were happening, people would say, what's the butcher's bill? Meaning, how many people are alive and how many people are dead? Right? America doesn't like looking at the butcher bill. But they make damn sure to tell some small country that's backwards ass as shit, hey, you guys need to do better. Bitch, the fact that there are people in America to say, well, if you were in this Muslim country, you would be stoned or hurt or unalive or jailed for being homosexual. Bitch, it's hardly a ability to be homosexual in America now. Chantel's like Loki, Cthulhu. We need one of them come down 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue expeditiously. When they say, well, if you were in Saudi Arabia as a woman, you wouldn't have any rights. And I'm not a woman, so I'm going to ask this question to all the ladies. With the ability of not being able to control your own body, do you think it's a little bit like, don't they weigh out? Aren't they damn near the same? Like, I mean, like, as bad as it is, Thomas, it will not last. I promise there will be a reckoning. And see, that's the thing, Top City. That's the thing. That's the thing. There will be a reckoning, but what kind? There will be a reckoning, but what kind? Everybody knows that Gavin Newsom is going to run for president in 2028. That is not a secret. He is doing all the things he needs to do to run for president in 2028. The problem is, if he walks his ass in there, into the White House, and then says something like, well, we've got to learn how to heal as a nation and shit. Basically what he's saying is, yeah, we're not going to hold these people accountable. What do you mean holding accountable? Really? Seriously? Why would we do that? Let's just bygones and bipartisan and bilateral and bisexual, whatever the hell it is, right? America loves states' rights until it's a state that does something that you don't like. Then the rules change. That has been in the era of Trump. That has been in the era of Trump. It was states' rights when they were owning Negroes, but when California says, yeah, we're going to keep our money here and we're going to allow immigrants a path to citizenship, all of a sudden they don't like states' rights. It's not going to get better. It will get manageable, but it will not get better because nobody is ever going to address the elephant in the room is how we got there in the first place. What do y'all think? What series of choices do you think made it acceptable to have Donald Trump run as president in the first place? I need you, I really need y'all to think about what I just said. How did this man become president? What did this man do to earn the responsibility of president of the United States? It's right there. Y'all know y'all want to say it. Y'all want to say it? Go ahead. It's okay. Y'all listen, it's the coffee beans. We here. We good. Go ahead and say it. Y'all know what it is. Racism. At no point in American history, if you dropped Donald Trump in any time in American history and let him run for president, they would have blasted his ass. Top City, I have hope, but I have hope in y'all. I don't have hopes in systems. I don't, because systems are made of people, and everybody is not good. I'm sorry. We pretend way too damn much like everybody is good, and they're not. I have hope in you guys, because I know for a fact you guys, if you're watching this, unless you're just a straight up troll that does not like my beautiful black ass, if you're watching this, you've thought the things that I'm saying in your head. You've had them conversations with your family and your friends about them. All I'm doing is amplifying what you already think. As long as fallibility is a part of the system, we're never going to fix this. We're not. And what I hate more than anything is how we keep trying to pretend like how Trump got here wasn't our fault. This was our fault. And by our, I mean every American. I get it. Y'all got to work. Y'all got to pay bills. Y'all got to raise kids. Y'all got to put a roof over your head and a roof over your family's head. Some of y'all take care of your elderly parents. Some of y'all have family who are incarcerated that you got to look out for, and they have kids. So you got to look out for those kids. It is a rat race being an American, and I understand that with everything in me. But we let them people in Washington, D.C. believe that we weren't paying attention. Diablo Brothers Collection Company looking for Trump. You can read in my morning greetings this morning on Discord. I got you. I need y'all, and I really need you to understand that. Our elected leaders are not afraid of us. And they haven't been afraid of us in a long time, a very long time. We get so easily distracted. My annoyance with far leftists trying to revisit the 2024 election is just that. Do you have some new material? Do you have any new material? Don't tell me about Kamala. Don't tell me about Biden. Don't tell me about Gaza. Don't tell me about Israel. Don't tell me any of that shit, bitch. It is 2026. A white woman got blasted in the goddamn face. A black man died on New Year's Eve, on my birthday, all at the hands of people who really should be dealing with immigration enforcement, but instead they're dealing with blowing people the F away and treating everybody like trash and shit. But you want to talk to me about Jill Stein and what she could have done, bitch, if you don't sit your monkey ass down? My content since day one has always been take the power back. Every word I've ever spoken on TikTok, every word I have ever written in a comment, every word I have ever spoken in front of a microphone since November 4th, November 4th of 2020 has been take the power back. The only reason I'm even here is to remind you of this. Do y'all think I want to be famous? No, I want to pay off my house in 10 years. I want to pay off this shed in 2. It's not about fame. It's literally about the idea of these son of a bitches work for us. Democrat, Republican, old white man, young black woman, I don't give a shit. The moment they say, I'm running for public office, bitch, you are giving us a resume. Why is it so hard for us to take control of this? Why? I want that clause in the 13th Amendment taken out. I want it gone. Then we can honestly say we have gotten rid of slavery, period. But the only way I can get it done is by telling my elected official, this is what I want. And then watching as this man or this woman who I just sat here and said, take that clause out of the 13th Amendment. If within the first 2 years that you're in office, You don't even put up legislation to take that clause out of the 13th Amendment. I'm not hiring you again. You are never going to work for me again, period. There is no reason a woman should not be able to control her body in America. Whether it's tattooing your vulva region or abortion, it's not my job to tell you this. And it damn sure shouldn't be some male politician from somewhere in bumbling your booty, Texas, telling women, hey, y'all can't have no control over your body. This shouldn't even be a conversation. But the reason it is because our politicians are not afraid of us. They're afraid of that donor money. They're damn sure afraid of that donor money. Why do we celebrate people like Elon Musk and Peter Thiel? Oh, they got a lot of money. And Peter Thiel looks like a Ken doll that got melted and then got pulled out right before the melting was finished. And Elon Musk is a drug addict. Do I need to? Maybe I need to say that again. Maybe I need to say that again. Elon Musk is a drug addict. And yet we want tax cuts for these people? Why? Why do we need why do we need that? Why do we need that? Why? I need to understand this. Because maybe after over 5 years, people are starting to understand, yeah, these some bitches do work for me. They work for me. But no. People know the cast members on The Real Housewives of Punxsutawney, and they don't know who their elected officials are. Make that shit make sense. Y'all make that shit make sense to me. Thomas, every single political commercial for the GOP candidates in Texas has MAGA branding all over it. Every single one. This guy even calls himself Triple M, MAGA Mays Middleton. MAGA shouldn't exist. I know that sounds whatever, but they really shouldn't. MAGA shouldn't exist. Because what truly is MAGA? It is the selling out of all of your values for one dude. A politician who's an employee, by the way. He's an employee. So you mean to tell me I'm supposed to be a part of a cult celebrating a politician? Not an athlete, not an entertainer, not a religious person. My employee? Could y'all imagine if one person at a Taco Bell made tacos so well that there was a cult in Taco Bell for the guy that makes tacos really well? Y'all would never go to Taco Bell again. Y'all would never go to Taco Bell again. If y'all found out Rick, who works the second shift at a Taco Bell in the deepest parts of Kansas, but he's over there making tacos like Salt Bay, and people are like, oh my God, he's the Taco Bell king. Oh my God, we all have to make our tacos the same way. And you go to a Taco Bell somewhere in Georgia, and they're all doing the same thing that Taco Bell Bay over there is doing. You would never enter another Taco Bell. Like, you goddamn people are in a cult. I'm going to go eat someplace else. Listen, Taco Tico is right down the damn street. There's a great Mexican restaurant. I'm not going in here with that bullshit. I'm sitting there waiting 15 minutes for a burrito so that you can sprinkle the cheese and like, no, bitch, I gotta go. How did we let a politician, a cult of a politician, turn these people into goddamn zombies? Because a politician is an employee. I do not care how much you dislike it. I don't give a shit. Donald Trump works for me. It's not my God. He is not my God. That dumbass woman gonna talk about we don't just consider you president of the United States. We consider you king of the world. Bitch, go to bed. Go to bed.
Shut the non-believer. Shut.
Jeez. They have turned some of the most mediocre human beings into rock stars. Charlie Kirk is an average mediocre white man that just got shot. I'm sorry I said what I said. That might even get me banned on TikTok. I don't care. Mediocre. Kash Patel is a podcaster. He has no qualifications, no credentials to be the head of the Federal Bureau of Investigations, and he looks like Sammy Davis Jr. from Temu. There, I said it. Caroline Leavitt is not qualified to be anything. She's not. I'm sorry. Okay, to my women, to my ladies, my female women coffee beans. Would y'all hire Caroline Leavitt to speak for you? Don't worry, I'll wait. Would you hire Caroline Leavitt to work for you? You need a spokesman for your company. So I need to hire a spokesman. Who do I go find? Here's Caroline Leavitt. I'm gonna give you a script, Miss Leavitt. Can you read this for me? Okay. Buy American soap. No, bitch, you gotta go. You gotta. Miss Leavitt, can you come to this window? Why you want me to come to the window? Don't worry about it. You'll find out. You open the window, it's like on the 12th floor, and you go.
Tag, I can't feel my legs. You ain't gonna need them. Bums away.
Tush her ass off the window. Like, no. Linda McMahon as the head of education, she made her money with big oily men slapping each other with oil on top of other oily men. Bitch, what do you know about education? Bruh. Linda McMahon worked with Gene Snitsky. She worked at a place where they had a storyline where a black man named Mark Henry had sex with an octogenarian, got her pregnant, and she gave birth to a slimy hand. But sure, bitch, you should definitely be in charge of education. You should. Whoa! This bitch thought AI was A1 steak sauce. Yeah, sure, that'll work. Doesn't that just scream education, y'all? Doesn't it? It's AI. Biggest day. The bitch goes, oh, A1 steak sauce. Yeah, Linda, listen. Woo. Perfect, buddy. You should be on the stage, ma'am. She knows where the schools are in her area, so that makes her qualified. RFK Jr. is a conspiracy theorist. He's a crackpot. They let him wear his tinfoil hat at a confirmation meeting for the head of Health and Human Services. A guy who beheaded a damn beach whale like it was the Highlander and is the head of Health and Human Goddamn Services. HHS, baby. You mean the guy that said heroin helped him get to the top of his college class? Heron, that horse, that boy. What? You would not hire any of these people to do anything. Pete Hegseth is a drunk frat boy. with an $888 billion budget, which the president wants to raise to $1.8 trillion. And you want to give all that money to this drunk ass frat boy. Are you out your goddamn mind? These people aren't afraid of you. Nobody has thrown cloves of garlic at Stephen Miller yet. Stephen Miller is getting a paycheck from us. I'm going to say this again because this really should bother y'all. Stephen Miller gets your money. Star said, Thomas, Linda has a degree in French. She can't even say her name in French accent, but let's put her in charge of education. The day vampire is sucking your tax dollars into his pocket. The only Jewish man I've ever met in my entire goddamn life who's like, well, you know, the Nazis really weren't that bad. They had some great deal ideas. What? The Department of Labor is putting out Proud Boy propaganda. My God will have our home. And none of these people are afraid of you. None of them. None of them. Not one of them. You know what I mean? None of them are afraid of you. You pay their salaries. You put them in charge, and they ain't afraid of you. They're not afraid of you at all. But we have people that want to talk about how great this place is. Christy Nome, the bird-legged hoe, is actually living in the Coast Guard's commandant's house. Look it up. I'm not making it up. She is literally living in the house of the Coast Guard commandant. She is living in the house of the Coast Guard commandant. She is using your tax dollars to buy a fleet of luxury jets and private planes and shit. They ain't afraid of you. They're not. Because they know you are not going to raise up and do a goddamn thing. You're not. When the 2028 election starts rolling around, the election cicada will be out. Oh, look, it's Jill Stein running for president.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
And that dumbass bitch, people will be listening to her and we'll be in the same boat again. We will be in the same goddamn boat again. We'll be in the boat. We will be in the same boat again. Why? Because these people are not afraid of you. Mediocrity leads the way. I'm going to say something because listen, I'm about to give y'all all flowers. I'm going to give every single one of y'all some flowers right now. I'm going to give every one of y'all some flowers. I think every single one of y'all are exceptional ass people. Not because you watch The Sound of Coffee, not because you listen to me, but because you're a goddamn human being with common sense. So take a bow, every single one of you. Take a bow. I believe every one of you is above and beyond exceptional. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. Acceptable as hell. Exceptional as hell. Don't matter. It don't mean shit to these people. It don't. Because you're not culting. You're not. And right now, we are on the cusp of damn near World War III. Jackass McGee has literally, Jackass McGee, and I'm talking about Trump, literally has said that he's going to make a peace coalition or whatever the hell. First, he invited China and Russia, invited them. First person to actually go in, Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel. Here's the question: if each country was supposed to pay $1 billion to be on this board, where Benjamin Netanyahu get the money from? Who gave you the money to be on this board there, BB? Who? You get $38.8 billion from the United States every year. Did you just pay us off with our own money? Did you really just pay us off with our own goddamn money? And that, yeah, exactly, because I was just getting ready to get to that part, Star. And on a broader sense, where that money going? Doge did all those cuts and slash. What's going on, Sincere? Welcome to Santa Coffee. All that slashing and cutting and burning, right? Where the money at? Where the money at? My wife and I were talking about this when I was driving her to work this morning. When it comes to shit like universal health care, universal pre-K, free college admissions, raising the minimum wage and shit like that, this is where y'all having balls of steel with razor wire on them has got to come in. Y'all better not ever let these people tell you we can't afford this shit. Y'all better not ever let them tell you we can't afford it. You better never let them tell that to you. You better make if the words, how can we pay for it, ever come out their goddamn mouth, remind them that we gave ICE $180 billion last year, and now they're talking about shutting down the government for an additional $18 billion. But we can't afford universal health care, man, if you don't kiss my black ass. If you do not kiss my goddamn black ass. This is comical. He cannot make a proper peanut butter sandwich. Damn it.
Kobe.
God damn it, Nana. Y'all better not ever let them people tell y'all they can't afford that shit. Y'all better not ever let them people tell you they can't afford it. We can give the Defense Department $1.8 trillion. $1.8 trillion. We can give ICE $180 billion in 2025 and an additional $18 billion in 2026. But the idea of literally, hey, I've been on my shit, Top City. That's my bad. But you mean to tell me having people be able to go into a hospital, get their leg looked at, get that cough looked at, look at that lesion or whatever the hell on them, and not have to worry about going into financial debt? We can't afford that, man, if you don't kiss my balls. Get out of here. Star, well, they need some more assistance or something because this ain't worming. Damn it. Damn it, Harley. But the only way they're going to know that is if you get in their face and tell them. If you want change in America, you have to fight for it. And I understand we're not all on the same page. Like I was saying on Rouse last night, the left side of politics in America, we got to come to an understanding. I don't give a damn if you're a far leftist and you don't like corporatist Democrats and corporatist Democrats don't like your far left ass. We got one enemy, and it's the Republican Party. I said what I said. I said exactly what the hell I said. We got to get angry. We're not angry enough for me. We're not angry enough, in my opinion. I would love to say I have the revolutionary spirit and I can go out and lead people, but I can't. I have agoraphobia. I'm not really good around people. I'm not. But I shouldn't be the only one saying this. I shouldn't be. The reason Chuck Schumer can talk about we're really concerned about ICE and not do a goddamn thing about it because nobody's calling Chuck Schumer's office. Nobody's going into Washington, D.C. to Chuck Schumer's office and telling him, hey, bro, what's up on that bullshit, bro? Why are you sitting here talking about you're really concerned? Why don't you do something about it, goddammit? Do something. And if you will not stand up to this shit, I got 3 words for you, or 4 words for you.
He's got to go.
Or 3, that's 3. You got to go. Y'all need to stop. People are not afraid of us. Oh, my God. Harley still believes KKK stands for Kids Can't Crunk. What's wrong with you, Harley? It really is. It's okay. Hey, it's okay, Charmaine. We got you. I have therapy appointment to attend to. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I love you all. We love you too. We love you too. Try to get something out of therapy today, okay? Please do that for me. They're not afraid of you. They punked you out. They punked you out. And now they play with your life. They play with your finances. They play with your life. They play with your money. They play with your health. They play with the safety of your children. We just take it. Every day, we take it. Every day, we take it. We ain't got no money for we ain't got no money for universal health care, but we got money for Christy Nome to fly on a goddamn private plane. Thomas, the additional $11.4 billion being given to ICE in FY 2026 brings that budget to $25 billion over the operating budget of the United States Marine Corps operating budget of $53 billion. And ICE and DHS has $25 billion more than that. They punked you out. They punked you out. The Democrats gave you, we ain't Trump. The Republicans gave you Trump. It's a cat and mouse game between these goddamn people. This is your life we're talking about. This is your life we're talking about. It is. Women cannot control their bodies in the United States in certain states. That's your life they're playing with. Because a bunch of religious people just completely bypassed the goddamn part of the First Amendment that says no establishment of a religion and just said, hey, you're a woman, you better have them goddamn babies. Listen, did you think your ass was going to be able to walk out of here and control your shit? No. Black folks have been getting murked in the streets by law enforcement for decades. We kept telling people over and over and over and over, and nobody believed us. It wasn't until George Floyd people had all of a sudden had to start making a reckoning. And did they learn anything from it? No, they didn't. They didn't pass the George Floyd Fairness and Policing Act, but they gave us Juneteenth. And then a bunch of crazy ass white folks who don't understand Juneteenth's been a holiday long before they discovered it. They're hating on the shit. Now, guess what? We got to deal with people who are racist about Juneteenth, and we're still going to walk out the door and be afraid of the goddamn cops killing us. Wow, with such strides we made because they punked us. They punked us. My trans and non-binary community, my trans and non-binary brothers and sisters, y'all are and I'm not saying y'all as in you voted for this. I'm saying y'all as you have been used as the example. Oh, wow. Riley Gaines came in 5th in a fucking swim meet, and the trans woman she was in the pool with also came in 5th, so they came in a tie, and Riley Gaines won't shut her bitch ass up about it since. That shit got Donald Trump elected again. Did it change anything? No. trans people are still going to be in sports that nobody cares. That was a minor damn thing. It was so minor, it shouldn't even have been brought up. But it was. Because they punked you. And because they punked you, they can keep talking about how great we are. Well, now we don't look so great. Now we don't look so great. Now the decay that has been creeping inside of us is now out for the world to see. Now the world knows we have cancer. Wasting away. Our bodies are getting thinner. Our breathing is a lot harder. Thomas Bishop, I don't know if it's true, but I saw a post of an ICE agent that pleaded guilty to grape. Oh, yeah, he did. Did y'all know we were paying for that? Did y'all know we were paying for that? For ICE agents to sexually assault people in these detention centers? We paid for that. We paid for that. We did. We paid for that. Our tax dollars went to it. People are more mad about people on food stamps than they are about the fact that your tax dollars are going to allow nasty, disgusting people to molest and harm women, children, and some men in these detention facilities. We pay for that. We did. Thank you, Chantel. Exactly. Evil being committed in our name. Because they punked us. But now the world knows we're sick. Coughing in front of them, blood coming out of our mouth, blood and sputum coming out of our mouth. We're still trying to talk about how great we are. We're still out here trying to talk about our greatness and what would happen if America did this, that, and the third. We're still out here doing that shit. But guess what? The rest of the world sees the sickness within us. They always have. I say black folks have PhDs in studying white folk. Black people know white people in America better than white people in America know themselves. We do. The world knows us better than we know ourselves. They punked us. They straight up punked us. Be safe, drama queen. I love you. Be safe out there, please. They punked us. So now it's like, what do we do? What do we do? How do you fix this? At this point, I don't think it's about fixing. I do, however, think we need to reimagine what America is and what America could be. We got to start. Hey, it's okay. Crescent Magpie, it's okay. It starts like this. Stop lying about yourself. Or in street parlance, stop lying on your dick. Stop. America has got to stop lying on its dick, period. That's the first thing. First thing out the boat, out the gate, out the goddamn gate. That's the first thing we have to do. America is not the greatest country in the world. And it never has been. Riches? Yes. Most nuclear weapons? Yes. Freedom and liberty? Not even close. Not even close. We have allowed oligarchs, rich people, tech billionaires, and things of that nature to turn us into people who say freedom and liberty, but we can't even say it out loud for fear of something happening, like TikTok censoring you, or that what is the new one, or what's the old one, canceling you. The truth of the matter is this: America is not that damn free. Freedom and liberty are just words. Freedom and liberty are just words. They mean absolutely nothing. Because America is not great, and it never has been. It's not. Sorry. I'm not here to play with America's nuts. I don't care. I'm sorry. America's not great, and it never has been. The fact that we can have a military flyover on the Super Bowl, but certain women can't go to abortion clinics in Texas, and they end up dying in parking lots, bitch, you cannot call yourself great with that thing happening. Nope. Harley, be safe. Go get you some snacks. Be safe out there. A country that has that much money for war, but doesn't take enough time to allow its citizens to eat, it's not a great country. Government assistance is not bad. Being on government assistance should not be considered being lazy or this, that, and the third, because if that was the case, Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Jeff Bezos, and all these other rich billionaires that will take our goddamn money in subsidies, that will take tax breaks and never pay any goddamn taxes, they're the biggest welfare queens in America. I said exactly what the hell I said. I said exactly what the hell I just said. And I ain't taking it to F back. I'm sorry, I'm not. Don't care. You cannot call yourself the greatest country on earth and have homeless veterans in the street. That shit doesn't jive. The two of them do not even sit in the same room together. They don't. Either we're great at lying or we ain't shit and we know. But you can't have it both ways. We're the greatest country on earth. Isn't that a homeless veteran? Yeah. Why isn't he in the house? Bootstraps or something, pulling whatever the hell. I don't know why he's not. I don't care. Can't. You cannot call yourself the greatest country on earth and still have the idea that you're superior simply because your skin is non-melanated. Until America deals with the marrow in the bones that is filled with racism, America ain't never gonna be shit. Never. Never. Argue with your mama, don't argue with me. Argue with your mama, don't argue with me. How you gonna tell the world, hey, we have freedoms and liberty? Yeah, but weren't y'all hanging effigies of President Barack Obama like they did them black folks in trees? Yeah, but we don't talk about that. See, then bitch, you ain't great. I'm sorry. Morning, John. All hail the guilt. You're not great. I'm sorry. You're not. You're not great. You're not even good. You're not. You are the bad guys in the goddamn story. When Doge made the cuts to USAID, it didn't just hurt people in America. Maureen Granada, it didn't just hurt people in America. It hurt people around the world because we have always led with cruelty and never led with kindness. But we have no problem pretending like we can lead with kindness because Jesus, half the people that talk about Jesus are talking about Jesus, the one with a lightsaber that jumped off the damn cross, killed all the Romans, and went on a killing spree like a Kenshiro from Fist of the goddamn North Star. I'm the Holy Spirit. I'm the Holy Spirit. No. You're talking about warrior Jesus. Warrior Jesus. We're not that great. Y'all want to talk about welfare queens, but y'all don't want to look at the people with the private jets. Y'all want to look at the person with one pack of ramen noodles, one thing of ground beef in her damn cart, and you're going, you shouldn't have ground beef. Yeah, you can. Food stamps. Those food stamps help farmers. Those food stamps help the economy. Those food stamps are the reason a lot of people that work in these places that accept EBT can be paid a little bit more because they're not being charged cash and things of that nature. Food stamps are supposed to help. Government assistance is supposed to help the people that need it. And no, not the oligarchs, not the rich folks, and not the goddamn corporations. I'm talking about every one of y'all. If a day comes when you break your leg, I want you to be able to get on government assistance. Being from Kansas, most of the farmers here voted for Trump. I'm not feeling sorry for him. Neither do I. Every $1 SNAP brings $1.50 to the economy. It's the only reason they allow it to begin with. True. I'm not about to sit up and be told how great we are when we are the only industrialized Western country on the face of the earth that doesn't have universal health care. The fact that you get sick, here you are, sick. Here's a doctor. Doctor can fix said sickness. If you can get to the doctor, he can help heal you. In the middle is a goddamn insurance company. Why? 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 Somebody explain that to me. Has a health insurance provider ever operated on a broken leg? Nope. Has an insurance provider ever cured a disease? Nope. Yeah, Jamila, I'm not even surprised. Coke is leaving the U.S. due to tariffs. I'm not surprised. America wants healthy workers. They need food and health care. A sick workforce hurts the economy. Exactly, Mo. Exactly. You can't call yourself great if the citizens of said country are not doing well. The national minimum wage in the United States is $7.25. People see that there are grown people working at McDonald's or Burger King or these places to take care of their family. And rather than these some bitches looking at them going, we need to pay you more because you as a grown adult should not have to work this piss poor minimum wage job. What do? They get mad at the workers. Get a better job. Obviously, they cannot find one, hence the reason they're there. And what does it cost America to raise the minimum wage and have it keep up with the GDP of the United States? Somebody tell me, what does it cost you? What does it cost you? It costs you absolutely nothing to tie the national minimum wage to the gross domestic product of the United States. It costs you absolutely nothing. So that way, or even tie it to Congress, who's always giving themselves raises. Congress gets a raise, minimum wage goes up. Congress gets a wage, minimum wage goes up. If they're asking for a 10% increase in their pay, a 10% increase in the pay of every worker on the minimum wage should also happen. But again, you'll never get this because they punked you. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. Why is it that there are outside countries like Saudi Arabia, China, Israel, that are influencing our elections? What the hell makes you think that we want your opinion about our shit? Morning, Top. Who told you you could talk to us? It's just it's perfectly normal for super PACs that belong to different nations to influence our goddamn election. Bitch, who are you? You don't get to talk to me. You don't get to tell me this person's anti-Semitic or this person's anti-Semitic or this person is Islamophobic. Bitch, you are a visitor. I represent the voting population of the United States. You represent the interests of some other country. Am I going to vote in your elections? No, then I'm going to need you to sit your monkey ass down some goddamn where and shut your bitch ass up. You don't get to talk to me. You don't get to talk to me. You don't even go to this school. You don't even belong here. Outside companies saying things like, well, we might have to table the First Amendment. Israeli tech billionaire. Bitch, if you don't tech these nuts on your goddamn forehead, who are you talking to? Who in the F are you talking to? You don't get to curb shit over here, homie. You don't. You are a visitor. A visitor. And if you got a problem with the First Amendment and you got a problem with people using their First Amendment rights to free goddamn speech, my suggestion is take your ass somewhere, pull down your pants, look at your shit, and go, you eat the dick. The f out of here. Oh no, Top City, I want everybody to understand something. This is me. This is me 24/7. My wife would be the first person to tell you that I channel everything through anger. And I do. Not going to lie about it. I do. But the reason I channel it through anger and the reason I can say these things and not really, it seems like I'm upset, but I'm not. I can tell you exactly why I do this. I want to leave a world that is worthy of my daughter. Thomas, that's how I feel about most Americans trying to tell me, someone who was born and raised in Germany, that I don't know what's going on in the country. I am literally there. And do you know what I mean? If you have small children, say you have younger kids in your life, niece, nephew, son, daughter, whatever, little cousin, and you look at them and you see how happy they are when they get to play. When you see a bunch of kids, goofing around. Yes, Blacklist did. How they're like goofing around and having fun. Doesn't a part of you just die a little bit when you realize those kids are going to have to grow up in this? Nana's like, I was told last week, why don't I go back to Africa? Nana, tell them to go back to these nuts. That's what you tell them. You should go back to Africa. You should go back to Africa. You should quench your thirst with the delicious taste of
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
I wish somebody would tell me that. Buy the plane ticket, bitch. I'm going nowhere. It kills me a little bit more when I look at my grandkids and I realize they live in this world. No, it was Sinners has been nominated for 16 Oscar. It has a 16 Academy Award nominations. It does. Sinners does. I look at my grandkids and I realize they got to grow up in this shit. And then I look at my daughter. When I describe my daughter as the purest soul I have ever known, that is not hyperbole. That is absolute truth. Since the day she came into my life, I realize that I will never know a soul as pure as hers. I never will. I will never know a soul as pure as hers. Because here's this beautiful woman who only lives for today. And I've told y'all this. This is not an old story. If you're new here, this is the first time for y'all being here, you might not know it, but I've told this story before. I have to make a world that's worthy of her. I have to. Because if it's worthy of my daughter, it's going to be worthy of my grandkids. And it'll be worthy of their grandkids. I am tired of people being afraid of politicians. You're not supposed to scare that easy. You're not. To where they can feed you some horse shit. Gavin Newsom's going to feed y'all a whole bunch of horse shit. I'm telling you that right now. He's going to feed y'all a bunch of horse shit. How many of y'all going to call him on it? How many people are really, truly going to call? J.D. Vance ends up becoming a nominee for president. The MAGA movement does not like him. Let me make sure y'all understand this. The MAGA movement does not like J.D. Vance. He's going to have to be more extreme than even Trump is in order for the MAGA movement to even want to think about voting for him. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom has the tan and the Pauly Walnuts winged hair, and he's good looking and young and white, and a man who's gonna feed y'all a bunch of bullshit. He's gonna feed y'all a bunch of horse shit and expect y'all to swallow every bite of it. Is anybody gonna say anything to him? Anybody? Anybody? Is anybody gonna say to him, hey, dog, we don't need no more bullshit. We do not need a single ounce more of horse or monkey shit. We don't need it. Tell us the goddamn truth. Tell us the truth. Are you going to treat MAGA the same way Germany treated the Nazis? It's a simple question, yes or no? It's a simple question, yes or no? Are you going to abolish ICE and come up with a more humane way of immigration enforcement after this debacle? Are you going to finally stand up to oligarchs and say, enough is enough? You don't get another goddamn tax break as long as you own this company or as long as the company exists. You've had all the freebies and gimmies you can possibly get from the American taxpayer. Bitch, we're not giving you another one. Who's going to say it to them? Or are we just going to cower? If corporate Democrats are the problem, then it's time to either deal with the corporations that back them or the candidates themselves. But bitch, y'all can't keep sitting here with your hands in your goddamn pockets not doing nothing. I'm sorry. I wasn't built like that. It's time for us to look Israel in the face and say, hey, it's been great. We've been giving you a whole lot of money. Fix that shit over there with them Palestinians or you won't get another damn dime from us. I'm sorry. I do not scare easy. I don't care what Jonathan Greenblatt, the ADL, or AIPAC or anybody else says. God damn it, it's time for you to fix that shit over there and stop trying to buy your way into being a good guy over here. Bitch, we know what you've done. We know what you've done. We know what you continue to do. Do not try to sell us wolf pussy tickets, bitch. We know the goddamn prices. China, stay out of our goddamn elections. Russia, stay out of our elections. Saudi Arabia, stay out of our elections. You people do not get a chance to influence the politicians on the ground, bitch. They work for us. They don't work for you. And if you have a problem with what I'm saying, like it or lump it, bitch, I don't give a shit. I don't care. When the hell are we going to do that? For over 5 years, the theme of Thomas the Villain Bishop has always been take control. Stop being afraid. I got a Bane tattoo on my arm. If y'all have ever seen me with short sleeves, y'all have seen it. It's right there, right? I got that tattoo before the movie came out. I had only saw clips on YouTube, little clips, and I was piecing it together. And then I literally went to see the movie. Morning, Tenchi. Mwah. Then I went to see the movie, and that shit crystallized to me. Even more than Heath Ledger's Joker, Bane spoke to me. Bane spoke to me. It didn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. The first real threatening thing that man said is no one cared who I was till I put on the mask. Bane spoke to me. And in speaking to me, it started to make me look at everything a little bit differently than I've looked at it before in the past. And one of the things I can honestly tell y'all is you can't change a goddamn thing by being afraid. I'm sorry. You can't change shit by sitting by and being afraid. Grid Squares question: anybody else going to be disappointing? Tired of finding out people are in here. Grid, I know who you're talking about, and I'm not. I'm never disappointed. In the immortal words of DMX, trust people to be themselves, but trust that you can see them well. That's part of this conversation. Trust people to be themselves. Trust that your politicians will always look out for their own interests. They will always look out for the interests of the rich. Trust that you can see them well. Meaning, trust that you can stand up to them and say, hey, I see what you're already doing. Enough. Enough. You don't work for them, you work for me. Trust people to be themselves. Goddamn, Trump has been literally exactly who he has always been. Nothing this man is doing is different. Nothing this man is doing is different. He's always been like this. But trust that you can see him well. If you're not part of the cult, you can call the cult the cult. Bane is a villain, right? Yep. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The man that broke the bat. Yes, he is. You already know Chuck Schumer's going to write a letter. Hakeem Jeffries is going to write a letter. All the people in the House are just going to be really, really upset. And they're going to but they're going to end up inevitably passing that goddamn $18 billion dollar extension to ICE so that they don't shut down the government. During that goddamn shutdown, y'all should be in their ass. Y'all should be hemorrhoids on the booty cheeks of every goddamn politician from the time the damn government shuts down until the time it opens back up. You know they're going to cave. They're not going to stand for shit. They're going to continue. Hey, big sis, mwah, Carol's in the building. They are going to continue to play patty cakes or play games with your life, your health, your ability to take care of yourself, your ability to take care of your family. You already know that. Trust people to be themselves, but trust that you can see them well. Finally get fed up and do something about it. Finally get fed up and do something about it. Say something. Say something. Tell your elected officials, God damn it, if it means shutting this bitch down, then shut this bitch down. Y'all got to stop with this idea that you can play patty cakes with my goddamn life. There are people on Social Security disability who also get food stamps. These are older people. These are disabled people. They're not lazy. Do not go down that goddamn route. When you hear one of these stupid talking heads all over TikTok talking about laziness and shit, go in the comment section and tell them eat a bag of
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
This is exactly why I say over and over and over. I don't have a political party. Because as a black man in America, I know neither one of them give a shit about my black ass. And do you know who taught that to me? Malcolm X. We don't play the game like, yay, we got pom-poms. My good brother, my friend, and co-owner of Ghost Law Productions Radio, Mr. Jeff Kennedy, has entered the chat. Morning, Jeff. Truthful Thursday, Jeff. Trust people to be themselves. Politicians are a cowardly lot. They go where the money is. I once heard a politician, a Democrat, describe a day being an elected official in the House and the Senate like this. They may do some reading on some legislation that be coming up, or their aides will do it. In the meanwhile, they got to go and raise campaign funds. Excuse me? So the majority of your day is spent begging people for money and not doing your goddamn job? Oh, no. Tristina, I love you. Be safe. Hydrate, elevate. Self-love and self-care. I love y'all. Have a beautiful day on purpose. See y'all tomorrow. Be safe and look out for one another. That is the good word from one Miss Tracina. Exactly. The House has elections every 2 years, so they spend the majority of the time they're in the House trying to keep that seat. You're not doing your goddamn job. You are fundraising for some shit you already got. Nah. Hell no. You mean to tell me you're going to not do the job of the American people, but beg for money? Man, if you don't get your monk ass on some goddamn where, go over there. Meanwhile, people are down here starving. They can't pay their bills. The electric company has their rates going up. Gas is going up. Rent is going up. Wages are stagnant. Unions are being like crushed. And all you do all day for 2 whole years is sit on the phone calling people saying shit like,
Just bring the goddamn bread. Bring us the bread.
what? You got one time to do that. You got one goddamn time. Electric companies are jamming people up. Jamming them up. Thomas, is it okay for me to tell Wolfie what my real name is so he can DM him? Yeah, sure. Top City, go ahead. Absolutely, go right ahead. Georgia Power going up. Duke Energy, I'm guessing, is in Ohio. It's going up. Donald Trump thinks windmills are actually out here with a fatwa against whales, which I'm going to say this factoid until it literally sinks into your head. There is not one place in the United States where you can afford rent on a $7.25 an hour job. I want y'all to think about the vastness of all the states in the United States. There is not one place in the United States that you can get an apartment or a house to rent on minimum wage. You cannot do it at all. That factoid sits. There's a lot of little factoids that I have they just run around in my head every once in a while. Like, for example, there are thousands of unprocessed grape kits sitting in sheriff's offices, evidence room, and police office evidence rooms right now. Thousands of them. They have not been processed. Meaning the victims of these crimes have never gotten justice. Never. Our cops have no problem beating the brakes off of a black man or snatching up a white woman, a pregnant, or not pregnant, but a Mexican woman. They ain't got no problem with that. But you can't even process the goddamn rape kits that you have in store. You don't even process them. Wages are stagnant. And places like Amazon and Walmart are fighting their ass off against unions. Two of the biggest welfare scammers in America. It's Amazon, Walmart, and McDonald's. And I'm going to tell you how I know this. When you get a job at Walmart or Amazon or McDonald's, they help you apply for government goddamn assistance. So what's the point of having a job? You're gonna help me get food stamps while I'm working here? But they can get away with it because they ain't afraid of your ass. They are not afraid of your ass. They are not afraid of you. McDonald's is a corporation. You think they're afraid of your ass? No. Because no matter how much you want to punch Ronald McDonald in his goddamn mouth, your kids like chicken nuggets. I say what I said. They ain't afraid of you. How many times have y'all found yourself walking around in a Walmart knowing damn well you don't like Walmart, you shouldn't be there, and you have forgotten what the hell it was you came in there for in the first place? Walmarts are everywhere, and yet they help their employees get on food stamps and WIC. But they just take the money and put it in their pockets because they ain't afraid of your ass. They're not afraid of you. As much, yes, McDonald's, Magpie, yes. They help you get on government assistance. Not making that up. As much as everybody hates Amazon, hates everything about Amazon, any of y'all gonna get rid of Amazon Prime? With the new season of The Boys coming up, new season of the Legend of Vox Machina, you really gonna get? No, you're not. Because they ain't afraid of your ass. CBS News got taken over by a right-wing dickhead named David Ellison and his dried-up ass father, Larry Ellison, who, and I have to remind you, has a goddamn yacht, super yacht, named I Am Nazi backwards. They ain't afraid of you. And if these people aren't afraid of you, what the hell makes you think our politicians are? For over 5 years, I have been trying to tell you to make them afraid of you. I do not care how small you think your platform is. I don't care. Like, well, you got a big platform. I earned this shit. Harassment and bullying. Sure, buddy. Yeah, I'm harassing and bullying who? TikTok. Oracle has bought TikTok. Hence the reason I'm leaving this bitch. Not leaving videos. I'm just not going to do lives over here. But our politicians look at you like, you're going to vote for me because I'm going to say some shit that you want to hear. I've told y'all, it is easy to make a Republican or a Democratic ad. It really is. Republicans find some tight-ass jeans, some cowboy boots, put on a cowboy shirt, whatever the hell that is, a cowboy hat, an old pickup truck, a dog, and some towhead white kids. Hold on to a gun in one hand and a Bible in the other one. Talk about free, family friendly or family values, whatever the shit, you'll get elected. You get elected. I know. Slippery slope because same way things are grocery stores. Hate Coke, cool. Drink Pepsi. Boycott Pepsi. They own Doritos and a lot of other things as well as Coke. This is the problem. They're not afraid of you. Make them afraid. No disrespect, but I would give away every single follower I have if it meant we never have to listen to another Donald Trump type person in the White House ever again. If America truly lived up to the values that they keep saying are so great around the world, if they lived up to that shit, I would shut my damn TikTok down and never speak on a microphone ever again. Because to me, it is bigger than my social media content. I want y'all to get mad. I want you all to get mad. And I want you to stay mad. Not blood pressure raising, close to heart attack mad, but mad enough to know bullshit when you hear it. When Gavin Newsom starts opening his mouth and a bunch of bullshit start flying out and you can see it, and somebody should be going, hey, Gavin, hey, homie, no, we're not going for that. We're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe, buddy. Get the hell up out of here. When a politician sends you those flyers and shit like that, send some shit back. Find out where their damn campaign offices is and tell them this is the list of things I would like to see done if you get elected. Can you promise to do these things? If they him and haw, don't vote for their ass. Simple as that. Gotta go. Let them know you need to be afraid of me. not the donors, me. Because the donors are only going to give you money to run ads and shit like that. You still need me to walk my black ass into a goddamn voting booth and hit the lever for you. So guess what? I have more leverage than every goddamn body in this situation because the donors don't vote, money doesn't vote, the oligarchs don't vote, the goddamn special interests, they don't vote. Bitch, I vote. I vote. And whatever I do in that goddamn voting booth should scare the shit out of you. You should be quaking and pissing on yourself come election day because you don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Because you don't own me. You're trying to work for me. The hell I look like answering to you. I will listen to your bullshit, and then I'll walk in the goddamn voting booth, and I'll tell you what, whatever I do, you'll know about it. We have to make them afraid. That's why I said I literally woke up mad when I thought about that online leftist that went, "Where's Kamala Harris?" I woke up sick, grabbed my phone and recorded a video about this guy. And it's true. Social media is fine. I love the influencer. I love the interaction. I love the connection and shit. But if my wife tells me all the time, tell your followers, tell the people that watch your videos and shows, tell them something and plan it out and encourage them to do so. So yeah, I'm gonna use this shit for the right thing. And the theme has never changed in over 5 years. It has been the same. These people work for you. Stop being afraid of them. I said that year 1. These people work for you. Stop being afraid of them. Year 2. Hey, did I mention these people work for you? Stop being afraid of them. I'm not afraid of a goddamn politician. I'm not at all, period. Anybody, they can get this work. Because at the end of the day, I could do really, really well, but grid squares can't. That's unfair. I'm a veteran, he's a veteran. Why are you not taking care of your war fighters like you keep saying in front of goddamn microphones? Why do I live in a country where my daughters and granddaughters have less rights to control of their own body than my mother did? Why are we still having this dumbass conversation about trans people when we should be talking about the human rights of every goddamn person in America? I don't want to hear that shit. Well, what makes a woman? I tell you what doesn't, your breath. I don't want to hear that shit. Do not take me down that goddamn rabbit hole. Charlie Kirk can kiss my ass. Matt Walsh can kiss my ass. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't. I want to know what you doing for us, baby. What have you done for me lately? If your record screams you look out for corporate interests, maybe your punk ass should go work for a corporation. Maybe you should. Thomas, can we start putting our comments on the live in the Discord chat since they keep getting filtered? Yes. Yes, please do. Please do. My answer to the question, what is a woman? Political service should be a burden, not a career choice. And it's true. If I'm eating but my neighbor ain't, we ain't not good. Because eventually my neighbor will see me eating and they're going to want to have what I got. And they will take something, my life if they have to get that food. Am I mad at them for it? No. I would be disappointed, upset, and mad that my life is ended or somebody I care about. I will fight for that shit. But I cannot fight. I cannot fight or be mad at the idea of survival. I can't. I cannot. It's always a person not safe in their presence. Yep. I'm sorry. I don't subscribe to that idea that I got to make a choice between my family eating or Grid Square's family eating. Why ain't both of our families eating? Why? What would make Grid Squares desperate enough to rob me? What would make me desperate enough to rob Grid Squares? Whatever it is, maybe it should be fixed instead of talked about. The George Floyd Fairness and Policing Act has sat in Chuck Schumer's desk since 2000 or 2020. It sat there and sat there and sat there. We don't have any plans to bring it to the floor. Bitch, it's already done. The John Lewis Voting Rights Act, done, sitting in Schumer's desk. After year 2, somebody should have been calling Chuck Schumer's ass at his house like, hey, bitch, you gonna pass that bill or not? What the hell is going on? Yeah, I am, Wolfie. I am gonna start the Reagan party. But I want y'all mad. I want you to get so mad that you finally stop being afraid of these people. Our media organizations have failed us. I told y'all that before. The integrity of Ghost Claw Productions Radio lies in the fact that we are not corporate owned. Jeff and I, we are scrambling every month to make sure we pay everything. George and Angry work behind the scenes to make sure our equipment is good. The Villains Guild is so intertwined with GCPR, they might as well be one and the same. We've got shows that run the gambit, but one thing you will always know about those shows is that each and every single one of them, regardless of what time they go on or not, is not corporate owned. It's not. Our biases are upfront and right in your damn face. We do not try to pretend like otherwise. We're getting ready to have a show with Bunny. Bunny will tell you, Bunny is a registered Republican. Do I hate Bunny for that? No. No, I don't. I don't. Because Bunny is also against what the MAGA cult has done to the Republican Party. So if Bunny uses her voice to tell the Republican Party, hey, yo, y'all need to fix this shit and stop letting this cult of personality keep going on and on and on. Come up with two better ideas other than the ones y'all been carrying around for 45 goddamn years. I'm okay with Bunny doing that. I am. Because somebody has to. These politicians bank on you not paying attention. They bank on you not knowing what it was that they did and did not do. If the Democrats helped the Republicans pass this ICE bill, every single Democrat that signed on to this shit should be primaried. I said what I said. Thomas and my family shouldn't have 3 VA disability checks coming into this house and still need 5 jobs between the 3 of us just to survive. Star, her husband and her boyfriend, all of them have served this country with distinction. Why are 3 people working 5 more jobs with 3 disability checks coming in? Why? Why? You sent them to war. You broke them. You messed them up. You mean to tell me you can't take some money out of that bloated ass massive defense budget and make sure people like Star, her husband, and her boyfriend do not have to live like this? People like Grid Squares does not have to depend on the kindness of strangers, even though you had no problem sending his ass into a war zone. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your goddamn mind? People like Devil Dog, old retired first sergeant, out here dropping knowledge. But I guarantee you, he has a horror story about dealing with the VA for disability or benefits. I can guarantee you this. I can guarantee it. I have horror stories. You don't get to have a goddamn military flyover at the Super Bowl and think you've done something for me, bitch. I don't fly. I don't like planes. The hell makes you think something flying over the top of a game where millionaires try to give each other brain damage? Literally, it's supposed to be the best of the best. Man, kiss my ass. I'm sorry. We don't say it enough to our politicians. I'm not listening to that shit.
And after you hang me, kiss my ass.
Harley said, I need to rant because this is insane. I'm 27 years old, I'm grown, damn it. I refuse to have YouTube censor my comments on lives full of other adults. I'll be damned if I let some corporation tell me what the F I can say when they don't say shit to the YouTubers getting hate comments and death threats for stating their opinion on something they don't like. And it's true. Censorship is coming to TikTok, baby. Oh, it's coming. And you know what the crazy part is? A lot of people will continue to use TikTok, know that there is a bias within it, and not care. Because heaven forbid, we hold a corporation to account. We live in a nation where we know for a fact that one of the friends of the Epstein dude was the current president of the United States. We know that only 1% of everything that is in those files has been released. And we know whatever else is in there is probably the most disgusting shit you have ever heard of. Let me tell you something, kids. He's involved in it. But when you have a cult of personality around you, people will literally forget their morals, their values, just to get along with power. Let me tell y'all something. And I mean this with every goddamn thing in me. I mean it with everything in me. I don't care who it is. I don't care where they come from. I do not care how much money they have. If we're really going to be about protecting children, then God damn it, that starts with getting these nasty bastards off of the damn streets. My mom is Jamila. She's part of the coffee beans on this Discord. YouTube didn't give birth to me, and damn sure doesn't pay my effing bills. Even if it did, I still wouldn't let them control what I say. Stop being afraid. This country isn't the greatest country on earth. This country has never been the greatest country on earth. Never. Richest, yes. Most nukes, yes. Greatest, no. No. But the only way you're going to get change, and I swear for God and for other white men, the only way you're going to get change is if you use your voice, no matter how big or small it is, to enact change, to hold people to account. If you do it if you have a following on TikTok, at least once a week, you need to be making a story that says, call your congressman on blah, blah, blah. You're right, Nana. No longer afraid, just fed up and disgusted. I've been fed up and disgusted for 10 years. For 10 years. This is not the country I remember. And even then, the country I remember wasn't that great. So it's high time we start scaring people. It is high time we start scaring our politicians. Scaring them with the fact that we can vote your funky ass out. Changing the laws to where Congress people and senators cannot do insider trading and make themselves rich. Change the laws to say when you've served in Congress for a certain amount of time, you get your congressional pay for the rest of your life. How many of y'all have ever worked at a job where you worked there for a certain amount of time and they pay you for the rest of your life? Something needs to be changed. People have known he's involved since November of 2024. Yep. So I end this show this way. Magpie says, I want y'all to stay strong and fight. Get up, fight, stay mad, stay vigilant, and God damn it, show the world how you feel about the current state of things. Yep. I will end the show this way. I want to build a world that is safe for my daughter. I want to build a world that is worthy of my daughter. And I do not give a shit if I am the asshole in the room. I'm going to do that. I am determined to do that. If I get famous and I'm able to pay off my house, that way my wife, my kids, and including my daughter will have a place that builds generational wealth. They probably will sell every single comic book I got up here, and it's perfectly okay, because that money will then go to enriching my family long after I'm gone. Because America does not deserve my daughter. The current United States does not deserve my daughter. It doesn't. It is unworthy of my daughter. And I will continue to say over and over and over, I will continue to say the things people want to say but don't. I will continue to let slip the dogs of war on any politician regardless. Magpie says, Thomas, I'm glad to be able to make somewhat of a difference. May the youth of Nova guide you. May the links protect you. And may the crescent inspire you. Full crescent and eclipse. Top City said, Thomas and the Coffee Beans, thank you for a great show, but my job just called me because we have a snowstorm coming and I have to go run some salt in KC. Top City, be safe out there, brother. Be safe out there. Please be safe out there. I will continue to fight this battle because my reasoning still remains. A 21-year-old, 5'9", beautiful Black woman, my daughter. I will make this country and this world worthy of her. And anything that stands in my way, I'm going to crush it. I don't care about your, oh, well, we've got to worry about this part of the world and shit. That shit ain't making the world better for my little girl. It is not making America better for my little girl, where she's safe, where she can grow up, where she's taken care of, she's looked after from birth to death, even if I'm not here. And I know you have somebody in your family or somebody in your orbit that you feel the exact same way about. Make this country worthy of them and continue to call it out when it isn't. That's what I'm going to do until there's no more me, until my voice is silenced. I'm going to continue to be the villain of the goddamn story, because the greatest hero, the purest soul I've ever known, deserves nothing less than that. Time for me to go. As always, if you like what I'm doing and like to support, think about becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. I am literally working on putting the finishing touches on Honey Sauce, the Sono Sessions Volume 1. I'm working my ass off on it, and I think I'm almost done. Got a couple more, about 2-3 more songs to put on there, and then I'll be ready. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it though. I have no idea. I want to do a listening session. I might do, you know what? One Santa Coffee one day, we might be listening to a couple of songs off of it, and then I just get your judgment on it and stuff like that. I do want you guys to be able to purchase it because I don't make this shit just for myself. I make it for you guys as enjoyment. There are 3 more sessions 3 more volumes coming out. You got R&B, hip hop, and instrumental. The Sono Sessions, Honey Sauce, the Sono Sessions. I cannot wait. I'm really excited. As always, Smooth California. Go to smoothca.online and pick up some incredible products that will make you look and feel your absolute best, and they are all natural. smoothca.online. Melanated excellence, a celebration of the melanation. But remember, you don't have to be melanated to be a part of the celebration. Check out the incredible apparel they have on their website, melexcellence.com. Something Black Made. Go to somethingblackmade.com. Love on your, you know what? Get some gear. I think tomorrow for Flag on the Play Friday, depending on how the weather is, I'm gonna wear my blue Something Black Made sweatshirt. I love that damn shirt. Somethingblackmade.com. And finally, this show is brought to you by W Energy. Go to w.gg, type in Thomas Bishop for 10% off your purchase. A little scoop goes a long way, gives you all the energy you will ever need. The Sound of Coffee Shop is open, it's running, and it's piping hot. Still working on new shirts, new designs, things of that nature. Going to expand the Villains Guild collection, the Saints Swole Me collection. I cannot wait for you guys to see some of the incredible new designs that are coming. The Sound of Coffee, all one word, -shop.fourthwall.com. What is it that we say every day, kids? America isn't great, and it never has been. It has never lived up to the lofty words in the Constitution. But just because it has never been does not mean it can't be. The one thing I can say to everybody that watches this show, to everybody that listens to this show, is this. I have more faith that you guys can change America than I have in myself doing it. That's how much I believe in you. Like, I'm going to say this one more time. I really want you to ingest what I am trying to tell you. I believe in you. from the boomer generation all the way down to Gen Alpha. I believe you can make America everything it's supposed to be. And if my angry, loud, profane ass gives you a kick in the pants to have you do this, then I have done everything on this earth that I was meant to do. Because I know you guys will make a world worthy of my daughter, even if I'm not here. And that is how much I believe in you. I love you too, Wolfie. Be safe out there, Merv. So what is it that we say every single day? Here's the inspirational word from Miss Star Gwen. Be limitless. I am proud of you. Remember, access to your time and energy are luxuries, not discounts. I've got your 6. That's the inspirational word from Miss Star Ogwin. What is it that we say every day, kids? Say it with your heart and your chest. May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild, a proud member of the Outcast Nation. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been a Truthful Thursday episode of The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Rider Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. Love you too, Tiny. Love you too. I am proud of you. I believe in you. And there is absolutely nothing you cannot do. Regardless of age, regardless of status, regardless of where you live, regardless of how much money you have in your pocket, you are exceptional. And I am humbled that you are here. With love in my heart, I say this. With peace on my mind, I give this. Jamila, I will always encourage you. You and Harley are beautiful, beautiful Black women. Don't y'all ever forget that. And just a tad bit of hair grease. I will see you all tomorrow for Flag on the Play Friday. Man, oh man, oh man. Until we see each other again tomorrow, with love, peace. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful day. I love you. Don't ever forget that. Do not forget it.